Welcome to iRise online classes. Now this session will go for something on roots. Roots from the letters A to Z. Roots in a sense, like when you go for a word, you try to divide the word into prefix, suffix and root. If you divide the word into prefix, suffix and root, you can make an educated guess about the meaning of that word as well as the charge of that word, whether the word is negatively charged or positively charged. We'll go for some. The root is given, the meaning of it is given. From the meaning you can understand the charge of that root, and some examples are given. So you learn words from this exercise. Many words are there related to a prefix or a root. So when you learn words, try to associate them with these prefixes, suffixes and roots. So you can make an educated guess. These will surely help us to some extent, to a good extent, while approaching questions on antonyms, synonyms and one-word substitutions. We'll go for those. We'll go for the root, the meaning with the examples. AB and ABS. These two mean from or away from. AB and ABS mean from or away from. Come to this word, abnormal. AB is in fact a negative prefix. Negative prefix, it has a meaning like not as well. Away from means like not. Abnormal means not normal, or being away from normal is termed as abnormal. AB is a negative prefix meaning no or not, or away from here. So abnormal means not normal, that means away from being normal. Abdicate is to give up. To give up in the sense to surrender. Give up means surrender. That means away from success, right? Giving up means like we're not going to try again. We have lost all our hope, all our confidence. That's called giving up. Means we are far away from success. We are not being successful. We are giving up. We lose all our faith that we are gonna be successful. So away from being successful is giving up. Abdicate. Aberration. Aberration means deviation. DE is a negative prefix. Deviation in the sense away from the right path. Going away from the right path is like deviating, deviation. Right? Deviation is a noun because it's an ION word. Abhor means to hate, right? Hate like dislike, right? Contempt, dislike and all. Hating someone, it means away from being admired by someone, away from being possessing admiration towards something, towards someone or something. That is abhor, like hate, dislike, contempt and all. Abnegate is self-denial. Denial is anyway a negative word, it means not accepting. It's self-denial. Abrogate is cancel. Cancel means like not considering. Not considering is termed as cancelling, right? Away from consideration. Cancel. Abscond means flee. Flee is V1, V2 is fled, F-L-E-D, V3 is also fled, F-L-E-D. Flee means like going away from a person's native place, or a place where a person belongs to. He has fled from this place means he has gone away from this place. The difference between elope and exile. Elope means running away. Running away is termed as eloping. That means if I run away with a girl, that is termed as eloping. Exile means sending a person away from a place. Sending a person away from a place is termed as exile, by force in fact. Absolve means free from blame. That means away from blame. Away from blame, away from being blamed is absolve. Abstemious is keeping away from food. Keeping away from food is abstemious. AB is a negative prefix. Abduct. Abduct means to lead away. Lead away means like to kidnap. Taking someone away, that means by force. Kidnapping is something that is done by force. Taking someone away is kidnapping. That's called abduct. He is abducted means he is kidnapped, taken away. Abjure is renounce. Renounce means like sometimes going back it can be, or it can be like making a person go away from being successful. It means from away from being Reaching his goal. Taking a person away from reaching his goal is like abjure or renounce. So AB and ABS are negative prefixes meaning from or away from. Ambi is a prefix or a root meaning both. For I say ambidextrous. Who can be called an ambidextrous person? Bi means both. Bi means two, like bilingual. Bi means two, ambi means both. Ambiguous means of double meaning. Of double meaning is termed as ambiguous. Ambiguous means like confusing, possessing, conveying more than one meaning. Bewildering, puzzling. Now a sentence should convey only one meaning. If a sentence conveys more than one meaning, that particular sentence is termed as ambiguous. If a sentence is ambiguous, it is grammatically wrong. A sentence should never be ambiguous. A sentence should convey only one meaning. Now punctuation marks and word order deserve a lot of importance while reading. You know what punctuation marks are: comma, colon, semicolon, hyphen. We have discussed the concept regarding the punctuation marks colon, semicolon, hyphen, brackets. Colon, semicolon, hyphen, brackets are termed as appositions. APPOSITIONS. We have gone for this concept in detail while discussing reading comprehension. In fact, sentence completion we discussed, parajumbles we discussed. What comes after an apposition explains what comes before it. That means if you're not able to understand the first part, just read the second part. Similarly, if you're not able to understand the second part, just read the first part. The second part explains the first part. If what comes before the apposition is positive, what comes after the apposition must also be positive. Similarly, if what comes before the apposition is negative, what comes after the apposition must also be negative. That's a concept regarding the punctuation marks colon, semicolon, hyphen, brackets. The punctuation marks deserve a lot of importance while reading. You might have, there's a famous example in English that shows the importance of punctuation marks. You might have come across this sentence. The sentence is this way. It's like hang him not, let him free. Hang him not, let him free. Now this sentence contains only one punctuation mark, that is a full stop at the end. I told you a sentence should convey only one meaning. If a sentence conveys more than one meaning, that sentence is termed as ambiguous. Now my question is, how many meanings does this sentence convey? Now I say two meanings. One is, hang him, not let him free. That means he should be hanged, he should not be let free. That's one meaning. The other meaning is, hang him not, let him free. That means he should not be hanged, he should be let free. So this sentence conveys two meanings, so I can say this sentence is ambiguous, grammatically wrong. A sentence should never be ambiguous. Now I am the author and you are the readers. I go for a punctuation mark here, a comma. A comma is a punctuation mark. Now when you read this sentence, where should you pause? Should you pause here, here or here? Now once you start reading a sentence, keep on reading until where you find a punctuation mark. Now this particular part is termed as a sense group. What do you mean by sense group? A sense group is a group of words that make sense, right? A sense group can also be termed as an idea unit, right? A sense group is also called an idea unit. So this is one sense group or one idea unit, and this is another sense group because I place another punctuation mark here, full stop. So this sentence must be broken down into two parts. Keep on reading until where you find a punctuation mark, right? Now the places where you find punctuation marks are termed as fixation points. Fixation points are the places where you find punctuation marks. This comes in speed reading techniques. You can understand the meaning of a sentence and the charge of a sentence only if you pause at places where you find punctuation mark. Now we have only one way of reading the sentence, and that way is hang him not, let him free. That's the only way of reading the sentence right now. Now how many meanings does this sentence convey? Now this sentence conveys only one meaning because there is only one way of reading this sentence. Hang him not, let him free means he should not be hanged, he should be let free. That's the only meaning conveyed by this sentence. This sentence now is not ambiguous, grammatically correct. The whole sentence is negatively charged or positively charged. Hang him not, negative positive. Hang him is negative, not is also negative. Two negative terms coming together, double negation becomes positive. Let him free is anyway positive. Now this sentence conveys only one meaning. The whole sentence is positively charged, not ambiguous, grammatically correct. Fine. Now I am not changing the words. I am not changing the order of the words. I just changed the position of the punctuation. Okay, I'll write the sentence, it's better. Hang him not, let him free. As I said, I'm not changing the words. I'm not changing the order of the words. I just changed the position of the punctuation mark from here to here. Earlier I kept it here, now I changed it to here. Now this is one sense group. Once again. Now this is one sense group. And this is another sense group. Now how will you read the sentence? Hang him, not let him free. How many meanings? Only one meaning, because there's only one way of reading the sentence. The same meaning or the exactly opposite meaning? The exactly opposite meaning. Hang him, not let him free means he should be hanged, he should not be let free. It conveys the exactly opposite meaning. Right. Now the whole sentence is negatively charged or positively charged? Hang him is negative, not let him free is also negative. Can double negation be applied here? No. Double negation can be applied only when two negative terms come in the same idea. These are two different ideas shown by the punctuation mark comma. I repeat, double negation can be applied only when two negative terms come in the same idea. Hang him, not let him free means he should be hanged, he should not be let free. The sentence conveys only one meaning. The whole sentence is negatively charged, not ambiguous, grammatically correct. So a single punctuation mark changes the entire meaning of a sentence and the entire charge of a sentence. So it is compulsory or it is a must that you pause at places where you find punctuation marks. As I said, only then you will be able to understand the meaning of a sentence and the charge of the sentence. So a single punctuation mark is more than enough to cause the life of a person or to save the life of a person. I told you every sentence must make sense. If a sentence does not make sense, just eliminate that option. If I go for a sentence like let's means let apostrophe s, let us. Let's eat grandpa. Full stop. Let's eat grandpa makes sense or not? Let's eat grandpa, does it mean that we're inviting grandpa to eat with us? If you find any difficulty with any sentence, you go for a parallel sentence. I replace grandpa with chicken. I replace grandpa with chicken. Let's eat chicken. Does it mean we are inviting chicken to eat with us? No. Let's eat chicken means we shall eat chicken. Right. That's the meaning of it. So let's eat grandpa means what? Let's eat grandpa means we shall eat grandpa. Do we eat a grandpa? No. So it does not make any sense. Grammatically wrong. Eliminate it. Now, I go for a punctuation mark here. Let's eat, comma, grandpa. Now this is one sense group and this is a single word. Now how will you read the sentence? Let's eat grandpa. Let's eat grandpa means we are inviting grandpa to eat with us. Now it makes sense, grammatically correct. Fine. Now I replace the word grandpa with chicken. Let's eat, comma, chicken. Make sense? Let's eat chicken means we are inviting chicken to eat with us. We don't invite chicken to eat with us. We just eat chicken. Does not make sense. Eliminate it. Now I remove this comma. Let's eat chicken. Make sense? Yes. Let's eat chicken means we shall eat chicken. Makes sense. Grammatically correct. So punctuation marks matter a lot while reading. A sentence should never be ambiguous. Similarly, word order also matters a lot. Word order in the sense, if I go for a statement like, only Sam can do that work. Only Sam can do that work. We have discussed word order in detail in the topic modifiers. Only Sam can do that work. Am I praising him or putting him down? If I'm praising him, the charge must be positive. If I'm putting him down, the charge must be negative. Only Sam can do that work means Sam is the only person who can do that work. No one else can do that work. I'm praising him, the charge is positive. Now I'm not changing the words. I just change the order of the words and write, Sam can do only that work. Sam can do only that work. Now am I praising him or putting him down? Putting him down. Sam can do only that work means that is the only work Sam can do. He cannot do any other work. Now I am putting him down. The charge is negative. So word order and punctuation marks matter a lot while reading. Fine. So ambi is a prefix meaning both. I told you ambidextrous. Ambi means both. Dexter is a root word meaning skills, talents or abilities. So an ambidextrous person is one who has got many skills, many talents, many abilities. A multi-talented person can be termed as an ambidextrous person. Ambiguous of double meaning, conveying two meanings. Then ambivalent is having two conflicting emotions. Possessing two conflicting emotions, ambivalent, like all of a sudden happiness, then immediately sadness, right? Shocking, surprising, happiness, sadness. Possessing two conflicting emotions is ambivalent. So ambi is a prefix meaning both. A and an are negative prefixes meaning without or not. Like anarchy. Anarchy, now A-R-C-H-Y, archy refers to the system of government, the rule and all, like regime. Anarchy means no archy. No archy in the sense like lack of a system of government. So lack of government is anarchy. Immoral, you know that moral is a positive word. Moral sense, moral values and all. Immoral means no moral. Without moral sense is immoral. Apathy, A-P-A-T-H-Y. Apathy, pathy is a root word meaning feelings of kindness. Feelings of kindness for others like sympathizing, empathizing, showing mercy, showing kindness, having pity and all. Pathy. Is a negative prefix meaning no. So apathy means no pathy. No feelings of kindness for others. No sympathy, no mercy, no pity and all. That is apathy. So and are negative prefixes meaning without. A-N-T-E is a prefix meaning before. Like A-N-T-E means before, like the same as P-R-E, pre. Pre-degree means before degree. Post means after. Pre and anti mean before, post means after. Antecedent, preceding event or word. Something that happens before an event or something that comes before a word is termed as an antecedent, prefix and all. Antediluvian is ancient or before the flood. Now Lucian, all these refer to the flow of a liquid. Antediluvian is ancient, that means before the time when flood happened, before the flood. So A-N-T-E is a prefix meaning before. It's the same as P-R. A-N-T-I means against or opposite. Anti. Antipathy. Pathy is feelings of kindness. Antipathy means against feelings of kindness. Against feelings of kindness means like not being compassionate, being rude to others, being insensitive to others, etc. Hatred, dislike and all. Antithetical is exactly opposite. Exactly opposite means against. Now I'm against you means I'm being opposite to you, right? Competing with you, challenging you, questioning you, weakening you. That is anti, against, right? Antithetical is exactly opposite. So A-N-T-E, anti means before. A-N-T-I, anti means against or opposite. A-R-C-H, arc. I told you about archy. A-R-C-H, arc means chief or first. Chief or first. Like archetype. Archetype means original. Original one means the first one of this kind, of that kind. Now when something new is there in the market, if I say a new model of phone, after some time the duplicate ones also come. So original one, the archetype one, the first one is called archetype, the original one, without any drawbacks, weaknesses, flaws and all. Archbishop is chief bishop. The chief bishop of a place is termed as an archbishop. So ARCH means chief or first. AC and ACR mean sharp. Sharp in the sense like not the knife being sharp, being something that pinpoints, something that is very, something that hurts others. Acrimonious is bitter or caustic. Bitter, caustic means like, very sharp smell, something that, beyond a limit of control, beyond a limit of toleration is acrimonious, bitter or caustic. When we taste lemon, we have some kind of expression on our face, right? Because it is bitter in taste. Caustic, like more than our toleration point. Acerbity is bitterness of temper. Bitterness of temper in the sense like, losing our temper, being very aggressive, being too rude and all. That is called acerbity. Bitterness of temper. A person who is a short-tempered person, who gets irritated too soon, frustrated too soon, who shows out his anger, who gives vent to his anger in a very sharp manner. Acidulate is make somewhat acid or sour. Make somewhat acid or sour means make something very sharp, like difficult for others to take it, right? That's called acidulate. So AC and ACR mean sharp. AEV and EV mean age or era, right? AEV and EV mean age or era, like primeval. Primeval is of the age, right? Medieval and all. Coeval is of the same age or era, like contemporary. Of the same age or era is coeval, contemporary kind of. Medieval, of medieval or the Middle Ages. Of medieval age or the Middle Ages is medieval. So AEV and EV mean age or era. A or G, AGOG means leader, like demagogue. DEM refers to people, like democracy. Cracy means rule or system of government. DEM refers to people, right? So people's rule is termed as democracy. Demagogue, DEM refers to people. Gog means leader. False leader of the people is termed as a demagogue. That means who is not the true leader, who pretends to be one, but inwardly he is different. False leader of the people is termed as demagogue. Pedagogue is a leader of children. Now pedagogy means like a teacher teaching children, considering her, teaching the students, considering them as his or her own children. That's called pedagogy. So pedagogue is leader of children and teacher is termed as a leader of children. So AGOG means leader. AGRI, AGRARI, these two mean field, like agriculture. Agrarian is one who works in the field, like a farmer. A person who works in the field can be termed as an agrarian. Farmers are agrarians. Agriculture is cultivation of fields. Cultivation of fields, culture means cultivation, right? Giving a lot of importance to that, dedicating ourselves to that. Cultivation of fields is termed as agriculture. Peregrination is wandering through fields. Wandering or roaming through the fields is termed as peregrination. So AGRI, AGRARI, these two mean field. ALI means another, right? Alias is assumed name. Assumed name or another name. Assumed name or another name is not a real name. We give or portray a name or present a name that is not us, giving another name. Alienate means to estrange. Estrange means to turn away from another. Turning away from another person is termed as alienating. If we feel that he is not the one who fits in our batch, who does not go along with us or get along with us, we alienate him. That means we make him feel the odd one out. That means we estrange him, we alienate him from our group, we make him go away from our group. That means we consider him as another person, one who does not belong to our batch. So ALI means another. ALT means height, like altitude. Altitude refers to height, ALT. Altimeter is an instrument. Meter is an instrument. Altimeter is an instrument for measuring height. So altitude is height. Altimeter is an instrument for measuring height. METER is correct spelling. METRE is also correct spelling. Meters and all. So ALT means height. ALTER means other, like alteration, changing it into another form. Changing it into an other form is termed as alteration. We alter the genes, we alter our shirt and all. Changing it into an other form. Altruistic is unselfish consideration for others. Unselfish consideration for others is termed as being altruistic. That means I'm not selfish, right? I'm not selfish. I worry about others. I worry about others since I care for them. I take care of them. I am concerned about their feelings. I'm concerned about them. That means I take them the way I think about myself. In fact, more than the way I think about myself. The person who does that is called an altruist. An altruist is one who does that. Alter ego is a second self. A second self is termed as alter ego. Like writers, they have an alter ego. When they go for pen name kind of thing. When they go for a work of art, prose, poetry, drama and all, they go for it and on another name, the alter ego. So ALTER means other. AM means love, like amiable, right? Now we should resolve our differences amicably. We should resolve our differences amicably means in a friendly manner, with love, in a peaceful manner, like getting along with each other in harmony and all. Amoralous is loving, especially sexually. Possessing sexual love for another person is amoralous. Amity is friendship. Friendship is as an SHIP word, noun, relationship, friendship, citizenship. Amity is an ITY word, noun. So amity means friendship. Amiable is loving. Amicable is being friendly. So AM means love. ANN, ENN. These two mean year, like annual, referring to a year. Annuity is yearly remittance. Remitting means like what we have to give, paying back. Right? Annuity is yearly remittance, how much we have to remit a year. Biennial is every 2 years. Bi means 2. ENN refers to year, so every 2 years is biennial. Perennial is present all year or persisting several years. Present all year or persisting, continuing for several years is termed as perennial. So ANN and ENN mean year. ANTHROP, anthrop, means human beings, like anthropology, anthropologist and all. Anthropology, anthrop means human beings. Logy is a suffix meaning study. So anthropology is a study of human beings. Theology, study of religion. THEO means religion. Theist is a person who believes in God. Atheist is one who does not believe in God. Now THEO, theo means religion or God. Is a negative prefix meaning no or not. So an atheist is one who does not believe in God, who does not have faith in God. Anthropology, study of human beings. Misanthrope, MIS is a negative prefix. Misanthrope means who is against human beings. who is against humanity, who does not have humanity, hater of mankind, who dislikes human beings, who hates human beings can be termed as a misanthrope. Philanthropist is love of humankind or charity. Philanthropist is a noun. Misanthropist is also a noun. A philanthropist is one who loves human beings, who cares for human beings. Misanthrope is negative, philanthropy is positive. Love of humankind or charity. Anthrope means human beings. APT means fit. It means the exact one. It's an apt one. It's the best one. Aptitude, being knowledgeable. Being fit is called being knowledgeable. We are fit when we are physically, it is different. Being fit means like being knowledgeable, possessing aptitude, knowledge. Aptitude is skill, right? Skill means the art, talent, knowledge, etc. Aptitude does not mean only mathematics, right? It can be any language. Possessing good knowledge of any language is good, possessing good aptitude and all. Skill, talented, being talented. Adapt, make suitable of it. Adapting to the situations means getting used to the situations, getting habituated to, getting accustomed to. That is adapt, getting adapted to. AQUA means water, like aquatic animals. Aquatic animals are those who live those that live in water. Aquatic animals. Aqueduct, duct means a passage actually. A small passage, a narrow passageway can be called a duct, through which farmers get water to their fields from the nearby river through a duct. They go for a passage. They dig in the sense like they carve a passage from which they could get water, from which they can get water from the river or the lake to their fields. Aqueduct, aqua refers to water, duct is a passageway. So a passageway for conducting water, to get water, is termed as aqueduct. Aquatic means living in water, aquatic animals. Aqua fortis is nitric acid. This term comes in chemistry actually. Aqua fortis is nitric acid, and nitric acid is called strong water, right? Nitric acid is called strong water. So aqua fortis is nitric acid, which is strong water. So aqua means water. ARCH, I told you this. ARCHY, archi means like arch as one more meaning, like chief or first. Ruler is the chief or first. Monarch, sole ruler. Mono means single, right? Mono means single. Arch means ruler. So monarch is a sole ruler, single ruler, like queen, king and all. Monarch, single ruler. Anarchy is lack of government. ARCHY refers to the rule here, right? Archy, I told you earlier. The system of government, the regime, the rule and all. Right? Anarchy, we have discussed it. An is a negative prefix meaning no or without. So anarchy means like no government, lack of government. Lack of government is termed as anarchy. So ARCH means ruler, first, chief, etc. The rule. ASTER means star, like astronomy. Astronomy is a study of the stars. The study of the stars is termed as astronomy. Asterisk is star type character. You know this. On the keyboard we have this character. This character is termed as asterisk because it is in the shape of a star. Disaster is catastrophe, contrary star. Now people believe in astrology, right? Now your time is not good because the stars are not favoring you, right? That's what astrologers say. Your time is not good because the stars are not favoring you. If stars are not favoring means it's a catastrophe, right? Your time is good because the stars are favoring you. If the stars favor you, your time is good. That's what astrologers say. If the stars favor you, your time is good. If the stars don't favor you, your time is not good. So catastrophe is like contrary star. So ASTER means star. AUDIT, these two mean hear. Audible, inaudible. Audible means like able to be heard. Inaudible, IN is a negative prefix meaning not. Inaudible means not being able to be heard. Your voice is inaudible. That means I am unable to hear your voice. Your voice is audible. That means I am able to hear your voice. So audible. Auditorium is place where people may be heard. The program is being conducted in the auditorium. It can be heard or listened to. Doesn't matter. Right? Depending on the persons who sit there in the auditorium. Right? Able to be heard. A speech is going on, we are in the auditorium. That means we are listening to the speech or we are hearing the speech is also okay. But we usually listen to a speech, comprehend it. Audience is hearers or listeners. They can be hearers as well as listeners, right? We are audience. We are the audience means we are listening to what is happening. We are concerned about, we are seeing what is happening. We are listening to what is happening or we are just hearing what is happening. So AUD, AUDIT, these two mean to hear. Auto means self, like auto start. Auto start is self start. Autocracy, auto means self, cracy means rule. So rule by one person. Self-rule is termed as autocracy. Autocracy in the sense like dictatorship. If I say I'm the only person having all the powers, who has all the powers, and if I consider you as my slaves, I should be termed as an autocratic ruler, Hitler and all. Automobile. Auto means self. Mobile in the sense that can be moved. Mobile phone. That can be taken anywhere. Mobile vegetable store. That moves. Mobile mortuary and all. So automobile, auto means self. Mobile is something that moves. So not a vehicle that moves by itself is called an automobile. We have automobiles. Autobiography. Auto means self. Bio means life, like biology, study of life. Graph means something that is written or drawn. Autograph is self-written. So autobiography is story of one's own life. If I write my life history, that is termed as autobiography. Right. So automobile, autobiography, autocracy and all. Right. Mobile means movement. So auto means self.